Hi everyone, this is Ashley with C Team Rainbow Digitals. I'm going to do a quick tutorial to show you how to use my new Rainbow Prism overlays in Photoshop. I have opened the image that I want to use and I have opened my overlay that I want to use. I'm just going to go ahead and select all, edit and copy on my overlay and edit and paste it into my image. Now, then go ahead and resize. Depending on how you are laying the overlay over your image, you may need to brush on or brush off, or you may not need to. If you're doing something like this to where the overlay is going to cover the whole image, you're not going to need to brush anything off for edgewise. The biggest part here, go ahead and press that check mark once you get it placed. Change the blending mode to screen. These can be transparent, you just have to change the blending mode. So if I was just leaving this on my image to where I could kind of put it in a way where I don't have to brush off the edges, I could leave it, but I want to put it right here, and as you can see, that edge from the original overlay is going to show. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a layer mask on that layer, grab a black brush at 100%, soft brush at 100% opacity, and then I'm just going to brush off the very edge of that there. And then just be sure I can't see any more of my edges. There's a little bit up there. And then of course, if you wanted to brush off any other part of the overlay, you could. If you want to add blur, you could just go up to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur if you just wanted to add kind of a blur to the overall overlay here. A lot of them already have that blur, so they have the nice photo effect. You could also, another neat way to use them is go up to filter, blur, and motion blur. And then you kind of want to go with the direction of the overlay, and then you can kind of add a little or a lot, and that can kind of give you a totally different effect. I kind of like that a little bit more than the bokeh that was on there. But there's a lot of different ways you could play with them. You can add any adjustment layer you want. So if you added a hue saturation layer above it, be sure to create that clipping mask so that it's only applied to the overlay. You could slide your hue slider and kind of get a different mix of colors. Like those colors kind of match the image a little bit better than the original colors. So that would be a good thing to use there. Really, you can do anything to them. They're pretty versatile. I think there's 20 in the collection, so there's plenty to play around with. But that's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message. If you are a studio photographer, I would love for you to join my group on Facebook. I'll link it in the description. If you want more free tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can be notified when I add more videos.